Hi, all of you out there in computer land. This is Lisa Hayes, and I am with Dreams for Society and Dreams for You Coaching. Today is Wednesday, January 27, 2016, and I'm here today to talk about a simple concept: stay in the canoe. At least stay in the canoe until you receive that beautiful, intuitive message for inspired action. What do I mean by that? Well, let me give you a little story about the canoe. Let's assume I'm in a canoe on the Amazon River and I am paddling away and I'm daydreaming. I'm a little slow. I've got a party with me of other canoers, nine canoes. Some have one person in them, some have two. And all of a sudden, I find myself with about an hour away from darkness, alone. I've lost my party, and no one seems to have noticed that I am not with them. And I start to hear the sounds of the jungle on either side of the bank, and I start to get worried. I start to feel anxious and concerned about being alone in the jungle, in the wilderness. I stop being grateful for this beautiful canoe trip I'm on. I stop appreciating the beautiful people I've joined to be on this trip. I stop looking at the gorgeous nature around me. Instead, I'm consumed with more and more anxiety about my survival. I look at this ripple to the right of me, and I'm convinced it's a crocodile coming straight at me. It's this huge, long, 6 foot or more ripple. I can't see what's beneath it, but I'm convinced I'm a goner. And in that moment, I am not a happy camper at all. So what do? Do I stay in the canoe or not? I've got some options. I can react with fear. And if I react with fear, which is pretty much what I'm going to do since I'm in a state of fear in the moment, I'm going to either almost go insane with the story, which I've developed this story, right, that I've told you about, and I'm going to stand up in the canoe and start yelling and screaming. I'm just beside myself. I can't even think logically. And all of a sudden, the canoe rocks and I fall over into the water. And now I'm in a big mess. And I won't go into the details of what happens next, but let's just say it's not pretty. However, most of us are in the category of not doing something so ridiculously stupid. We're not going to go insane, usually, no matter the story. We're going to react in fear, though. We're going to start thinking it through, trying to figure it out. And we're going to say, okay, I've got some options here. I'm scared to death. I've got some options. What do? Do I jump out of the canoe and swim as fast as I can to the left side of the bank and try to outswim this crocodile coming at me? Do I try to paddle to the left side of the bank? Do I just try to scream and stay in here to high heaven and stay put and do nothing? All of which, probably none of those things are going to work, right? But because I'm in such a state of fear, I would probably choose one of those three things. Or stop everything. I can say, Lisa, hold everything. Hold your horses. You are in total out of control mode. I can take a deep breath and say, I love me. I love what I am. I love these surroundings. Get out of fear, Lisa, and I bring in the peace. I bring in the love. And I stop this roller coaster merry-go-round of fear and anxiety in the moment. And all of a sudden, I hear a message. It's an urgent message. Pick up your paddles, Lisa, and start rowing as fast as you can with the current. Go with the flow of the river. Fast. Now, Lisa, pick up your canoes and go. And it feels so good, that message. It came from a space of love. That's my intuitive message that I recognize. I pick up the paddles and I go as fast as I can with the flow of the current. And before I know it, I'm speeding ahead, and behind me to my right is that ripple that didn't get to me. And when you know that right around the bend is my campsite, and they're already starting to cook a beautiful dinner. And instead of a horrible ending to this story, I get to have more fun and dance and joy all night long. And those are our choices. How will you choose? I leave that with you to ponder. Until next time, love and joy, Lisa.